if you want to be. Go for it, Leah.
You're gonna have to get closer if you want to be heard by your clap.
Yes, I think you have to be much closer to be heard.
In-store audience.
Yay! Good job,
I'm
Leah.
excited to see you guys. What are you doing today?
What did we call it again?
Ambitious quilting
Ambitious quilts. So quilts that,
for ambitious quilters.
yeah, things that we want to put on our bucket list.
Things that cannot be done in a day.
Things that we have to put a lot of thought into, time into, and love.
And probably a little more than a small amount of fabric. But also can be stash busters.
It could be stash busters. Really
Carry
depends.
on.
Thanks,
This
Leah.
sounds great.
I know.
Here, are you going to watch it later, Leah? Fantastic. All right. Well, hi, and welcome back to my sewing room with Maureen and Chelsea.
I've been thinking about projects. So I like to have multiple projects on the go at all times because I'm a bit scatterbrained that way. So I like to have a couple of quick projects that kind of do that, satisfy that that need to have something accomplished. Then I also like to have things that I can just work on a little bit here and a little bit there so that I can, if I want to sit down and do just a few minutes, I don't feel like I didn't get anything done. Like just like I want to take an hour here or an hour there. So like projects that sometimes take years to complete.
I love those projects.
Yeah. So they live in a bucket and I take a little bit out and I work a little bit on it and then I put it back in the bucket. And yeah, sometimes that's an EPP hand project. Sometimes that's a crumb quilting project. So it's just like bits.
What is a crumb quilt? You have to describe it.
So crumb quilting is where you take all your little tiny scraps that you might use for applique, or you might use for paper piecing, or you might use for just putting all of the pieces together and making a quilt out of scraps.
Interesting.
So small pieces of like paper or like just small piecing.
I might need to start doing that
Yeah.
because I may have a lot of those.
So if you needed a square of, say, blue, and you didn't have a whole piece big enough of any given blue, you could piece a whole bunch of blue crumbs together
And then make my piece.
and make your piece. So say you needed like a 5x5, but you just had a whole bunch of blue crumbs pieces. You could put them all together and then cut it 5x5.
So basically you're saying a whole bunch of crumbs together make a slice of bread.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's crumb piecing. It's fun. I like stuff like that. So for me, sometimes ambition isn't the same as what it is for other people. So when I'm learning a new project, sometimes the beginner level is ambitious for me. So one of the things I want to learn this year is macrame. I've never done it before, so beginner level macrame is ambitious for me because
That's
I've
pretty
never
cool.
done it before.
It's
right?
a new thing, a new technique.
Yeah.
It's like Sandy's new things she's learning this year, and one of them was buying these.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Some things I've done a lot of, so ambitious for me would be like saying I've done lots of foundation paper piecing.
Yes.
So doing a, say like, I don't know, maybe a log cabin on a piece of foundation paper, that would be pretty entry level for me. But doing, say, a Quiltworks Judy Niemeyer, that would be ambitious.
That sounds ambitious.
Right? Yeah. So what's ambitious for one person may not be for another, or may be a little too overwhelming. So it just depends.
Oh, you're so welcome, Nellie. Thanks for coming. Oh, fabulous.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's all just kind of about where you're at and kind of tailoring it for each person.
That's fantastic. Well, we have a bunch of books. Some of them might have things in them. We have
Yes.
Bargellos.
So some of this is like the things that I thought were ambitious for in my project list. So I was like, let's show off my ambitious project list.
I think they are ambitious. And one of them might have been a very popular one that our friend Sandy may have made this gorgeous quilt, and everybody loved it.
Yeah,
And that's in this book.
she inspired me to learn a new skill this year. So
Bargello,
Bargello is not
so
something
fun.
I ever tried before. So yeah, we brought this book in, and I'm going to. It's going to be one of my ambitious projects.
We picked 3 projects out of this
Yeah.
one too, so we could show you the projects. Should we start showing?
Yes.
I set up our nice
Yes.
close-up
Well, let's show the
camera.
4 books we have.
Okay.
We'll show the outside. So this is the 4 ambitious project books that we brought out. Kind of a little bit of everything. We've got some. I don't know if this
English paper piecing, piecing by hand, and foundation piece blocks, and
Yeah,
that
and
one.
this one, and they're fairly small. And then this is stars and patchwork.
this one's really cute laundry basket stuff.
Yep,
Which they're always adorable patterns, and then of course
some Bargello.
the Bargello. Ooh, there's 16 patterns in here.
There's a whole bunch, so you can try a whole. Oh, it's so
I'm reading
colorful.
the back while I'm sitting here.
Yes,
Fabulous. Okay, we should start looking at these.
yes.
Should we do the
let's it.
Bargello first?
Yes, please.
Because we just have it there and it's ready to go. Okay, so we have already picked out 3 patterns that we adore in this book.
Yep.
And I may have marked them, so you didn't have to look for them. All right, so this was one fabulous one. It's called a jewelry box. Oh my gosh. That
It's
is
pretty, right? I just love all the twists and turns.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Beautiful.
I had absolutely no idea how Bargellos worked, and like I've seen them before, but I just had no concept of kind of how they all kind of came together. So I was perusing the book, and I thought, oh, I'm making one. It probably will not be as big as Sandy's.
This one is Sandy's. I
Yes.
may have used local quilt shop contest hint in
Hint, hint, yes.
there. So this is the twisty knot. This is the one that Sandy made, and it is gorgeous.
I love the colors.
And then the last one we picked was this really cute
Yeah, this
one.
Bargello Jake.
Bargello Jake. Ah, that's cute. Kind of looks like eyes and a nose.
Doesn't it? Yeah, I was thinking it was kind of owly.
Cute.
Yep.
Love it. Okay, so that is the braided Bargello quilt book. What do we have next, Maureen?
Let's do Season in Blue.
Okay. All right.
So this is Laundry Basket Quilts, Adita Sitar. And you can do these in lots of colors, but she's presented these particular patterns in this collection in the book in blues, so monochromatic kind of color scheme. I've seen many of these in many colorways, so you could certainly pick different ways to do it. But a lot of these work well with what I was talking about, that crumb quilting.
This would be perfect for crumb quilting.
Yeah, there's lots of small piecing, so it's great for scrap busting. Like you do all of these triangles in all sorts of like all your blue scraps, right? Yeah, yeah. So they're great little quilts. The snowflake one you see. Oh, the next page shows it as well. The snowflake one, again, great for scrap busting. All of the whites can just be all of your like cream and white tones. The blues can be scraps of blues.
The border could be all of them pieced together in
Pieced
piano
together.
keys.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
isn't it beautiful?
Love that one too.
Yeah. So
That would be super
Isn't that incredible?
scrap busty.
yeah, yeah, they're really neat. This Irish chain. They're great for using up scraps. So there's, I believe, 16 patterns in that book.
There sure is.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible? Yeah.
That really is.
There's another one in there that I quite like. It's dots, I think. Is it that one that has the dots? There's a couple of them.
Yes, I think it does have the dots. Let's see.
It's
We
got
can
a
get a good picture of the dots. There's the dots.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole
Sneaking
bunch.
in the corner.
Yeah.
The dots again. Maureen really wants to make the dots.
Yeah, she's got many different patterns. I have this Alaska pattern in multicolors. So like I said,
Pretty.
she's done her patterns in multiple different colorways, but in this particular book, she's got them in blues, just to match the theme of the book, A Season in Blue.
Just going to see if I can find that rainbow quilt quick.
It might be in one of the other ones.
Okay, I did not see the rainbow quilt in this book, but still pretty.
I think there was just the side picture of one in there that caught my eye. But,
Yeah.
this one here is Diamond Star Quilts.
Did you find a one you liked in here?
I kind of like the idea of all of them. Again, they're kind of scrappy. Yeah, they're ambitious because they're
Cool.
some of them are at angles. This is great. So for a table of contents to have a picture of all of them, I find that really helpful.
It
So
makes it so easy.
yeah, because sometimes you can get caught up in the pictures and the directions, but some of them are quite like small piecing, lots of intricate piecing.
Fabulous. And it also splits them all up. There's 12 projects in here. That's fantastic.
Yeah, made with diamonds or made with strip sets.
Cool.
So yeah,
Cool, cool, cool. Oh my gosh.
aren't they
look at that.
beautiful?
Did you put that in? No, that's supposed to stay in here. Cool. There can be lots of tips in here.
They do, yeah. That one, and that's a nice thing, right? Some of them are lots of information on how to get to different things. And then this one is a whole bunch of
Oh, I love this one.
samplers on small, like hexagons. It looks like.
Are you serious right now?
I know there's so many.
359 blocks.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. And this is the one that said it had foundation piecing on paper, and you could do English paper piecing or just sew it all by hand.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of a map of everything
Oh, look.
in hexes.
They have a nice table
Yep.
of contents. as
Table of
well.
contents as well. Well thought out. I know. I love when you get lots and lots of pictures, lots of terminology.
Yeah, it gives you terminology so you know what it's talking about. You don't have to go visit Google every time.
Right? Yeah, it's all in your book. So if you wanted to take it on a plane, you could. Take it on holiday.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
I love this. Now I'm just skipping chunks. Oh, there's templates.
Templates and everything.
Fabulous. This is cool.
And again, they're quite ambitious, some of them. Yeah, like,
That looks very
doesn't
ambitious.
it? Yeah, I kind of go, oh, I'm doing what?
The
So,
technique is hand piecing and adding borders.
yeah,
I'm sure it is hand piecing.
yeah, lots of tiny, tiny piecing.
Cool.
A gazillion, yeah, like,
That's like a gazillion
what is
tiny
it? That's
bits.
like quarter-inch piecing.
Oh, that's tiny.
That looks, yeah. But they look really neat.
Oh, they sure
So
do.
that might join my pile of fun books to peruse.
Cool. That's neat, Maureen.
My mom collects art books. I collect quilting books.
Fun.
Isn't that neat?
Holy moly. Okay, well, I like this book too, Maureen.
It's really neat.
Cool. Yeah, this would maybe get me hand sewing.
Right? I like, so I've said this before, I like having couch projects. So, which can also be car projects or plane projects
Or camping projects.
Or camping projects, just hand projects, right? Things that can go with you, that can, they're transportable, they don't need a machine. Although this summer I do want to try flying with a sewing machine and see if I can sew on an airplane. It just seems like something that I need to try sometime. But and if I do manage it, I'll report and let everyone know how that went. But no guarantees yet.
I'm not sure how well that's gonna go.
I've heard that it has been accomplished before.
Interesting.
Yes.
And they didn't sew their hand to their project?
No.
That's comforting.
Yes. I'm just binding. Oh, Peggy's doing
Oh.
binding on a king size Bargello. Good
A
heavens,
super
Peggy.
king sized.
Wow.
It's even bigger.
Um,
Holy moly.
that's ambitious, Peggy.
That is ambitious.
So but yeah, I like to have different projects for different. So if I'm feeling particularly yarny, I can sit and do crochet or knitting at this spot, or I can do EPP at this spot, or I can do, so depending on what I feel, or if I feel like binding, I can, so depending on where I'm sitting in the living room, depends on what project I can be working on at any given time.
That's awesome, Maureen.
Yeah, or
I
who I'm
love it.
kicking out of what seat. Move it. That's where I'm sitting tonight.
I need to do my project.
Right?
Move.
Oh, are you knitting tonight? Okay. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, Maureen.
So are you going to pick up an ambitious project?
I have one already underway.
Do you?
Yes, it's learning how to do cathedral windows.
Oh, fun.
And then I'm going to do a Facebook tutorial on it if it turns out well.
Oh, I like that.
We'll see.
I'll look
We'll
forward
see.
to that. I have not done cathedral windows.
Me neither. So that
Okay.
makes two of us.
You can teach me. I'll look very forward to that.
Leah's also going to teach me too.
Good.
We'll see how it goes.
To be posted, yes.
To be posted.
Yeah. That sounds great.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, if anybody else is doing ambitious projects, share them with us.
We'd love to hear about
Yeah.
them, see them,
Yeah.
know
sounds
what
great.
you love or dislike about them.
Yes. And Peggy, when you get your binding done, we'd love to see your project.
Oh, we sure would. I love seeing a good king size quilt.
Right. Yeah. Yep. That sounds fun.
And Bargellos, they're just so beautiful.
They are. Yeah. They represent so much work.
They really do.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Okay. Well, it's nice to see everyone.
It was nice to see everyone. Okay. Is that what we have today, Maureen?
It is.
We're just going to play with books? Okay.
Just play with books.
That sounds good. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Yes. On the prices. Here.
The price is here. Dana says Hexy Snowball.
Ooh.
Oh, she brought in her quilt. It's beautiful. I'll show you.
Okay. Yes. You'll have to. Excellent.